The world awoke to shock on February 24, 2022, when explosions echoed across Ukraine as Russian forces launched a full-scale invasion. What Russia labeled a special military operation quickly revealed itself as one of the largest military conflicts in Europe since World War II. Cities across Ukraine, Kyiv, Kharkiv, and Mariupol, felt the impact within minutes as missiles struck military bases, airports, and infrastructure. Millions of Ukrainians found their lives transformed overnight. Families rushed to bomb shelters, while thousands began fleeing toward safer regions. Highways jammed with vehicles as people moved west, unsure of what lay ahead. The war had begun with sudden force, creating immediate fear and uncertainty across the country. Russian forces attempted a rapid advance toward Kyiv, aiming to pressure the Ukrainian government and take the capital quickly. Many analysts predicted that Kyiv might fall within days. Instead, Ukrainian forces stood firm. Brave resistance from soldiers, volunteers, and even civilians slowed Russia's advance and eventually pushed them back from the northern front. The defense of Kyiv became a turning point in the early phase of the war. Ukrainian troops held their positions in the suburbs, while residents built barricades and supplied defenders with food, medicine, and support. By April 2022, Russian forces withdrew from the Kyiv region, marking a significant moment for Ukraine. After the withdrawal from the north, the war shifted toward eastern regions, especially the Donbass. Cities like Severodonetsk and Bakhmut became fierce battlegrounds. Street-to-street fighting turned these urban areas into zones of destruction. The struggle for Donbass became one of the longest and most intense phases of the conflict. Meanwhile, in the south, battles erupted around key areas such as Kherson and Zaporizhia. Control of these regions meant power over vital transportation routes and access to the Black Sea. Both Russia and Ukraine fought hard for dominance, resulting in heavy losses on both sides. Throughout the conflict, civilians faced some of the greatest hardships. Entire neighborhoods were destroyed, leaving thousands homeless. Millions fled to neighboring countries like Poland, Romania, and Germany. Those who stayed behind endured power outages, food shortages, and constant danger from missile strikes. By late 2022 and into 2023, Ukraine launched counter-offensives to reclaim occupied territories. Some areas, including parts of Kherson, were liberated. Russia strengthened its positions elsewhere and intensified attacks using drones, artillery, and missile strikes. The front lines shifted constantly, highlighting the unpredictable nature of the war. The war also sent shockwaves across the globe. Countries imposed sanctions, energy markets destabilized, and global food supplies were affected due to Ukraine's role as a major grain exporter. The conflict became a central issue in international politics, influencing alliances, military strategies, and economic decisions worldwide. Today, the Russia-Ukraine war remains unresolved. Fighting continues, negotiations rise and fall, and both nations face huge challenges. For soldiers, it is a battle for territory and strategy. For civilians, it is a daily fight for survival. And for the world,